Byron Donalds reiterates why GOP rejected bipartisan border bill to head off potential debate talking points. Now, we know why it wasn't really a border bill. Allowing people to come into this country illegal is not a border bill. It's still wide open. You're still allowing them to come in, and Byron Donalds called them out on that. So we're gonna play the clip of that. We're gonna talk about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. All right, so let's talk about this news. Now, this comes from BizPack Review from Vivek Saxena, and they report that Republican Rep. Byron Donalds explained for the umpteenth time why Republicans rejected the so-called bipartisan border bill. Recall that earlier this year, Democrats unveiled an allegedly bipartisan border bill that they falsely claimed would fix the border crisis. I'm sorry, it was a typo there. As previously reported, the bill was a weak sauce package that would have done little to stymie the flow of illegal aliens into the U.S. In fact, some said the bill will only have incentivized further illegal migration by granting immediate work permits to every criminal alien released into the U.S. interior, which is pretty much all of them, right? Being as their perpetuity full of it, Democrats pushed back by claiming Republicans were rejecting the bill because former President Donald Trump had told them to reject it. Indeed, to hear Democrats hilariously tell it, Trump was so worried President Biden would actually fix the border crisis with the bill, which is laughable, that he begged Republicans not to pass it. Appearing on Newsmax this Friday, Donalds attempted on behalf of the GOP to once again clarify their take on the low rent bipartisan bill. So let me play that clip here. Here we go.
Well, let's get down to some of the other issues that are going to. Obviously, HR 2 has been passed. You guys may have some updates to that by the time Donald Trump gets around to getting elected. But let's talk about the issue of this migration that's going to be front and center for the next debate. Okay, so what is Joe Biden going to, what's his talking point here to say that he's had some success story here? Because the administration is saying, don't believe this. It's not that bad.
He's going to say that, the Senate bill was good, but Donald Trump blocked it. That's a lie. When the elements of the Senate bill were being leaked on X, House Republicans from Speaker Johnson all down, we rejected the bill based upon what was being reported on social media. The press on Capitol Hill said, you can't do that, and you have to wait for the full bill. And I remember I told the press, I said, if the full bill sounds anything like it's in these tweets, I'm telling you right now, it's dead on arrival in the House. Yeah. So Joe Biden's going to say, Donald Trump tried to kill the Senate immigration bill. That's a lie. Joe Biden's also going to say that he wants comprehensive immigration reform. But here's the reality. When he first came into office, Nancy Pelosi was Speaker of the House. Chuck Schumer still had control over the Senate. They didn't bring a comprehensive immigration bill to either floor. They didn't try to solve immigration. The Democrats want to use this for political purposes. They do not want solutions because they've had opportunities to bring solutions and they have not done it.
Facts. And that, like I said, that bill was all smoke and mirrors. They say fact check, true. Quote, when the elements of the Senate bill were being leaked on X, House Republicans from Speaker Johnson all down, we rejected the bill based upon what were being reported on social media, he continued. And then when the Democrats sycophantic drooling media allies rushed to attack the GOP with Biden's talking points, Republicans pushed back by saying, according to Donald's quote, if the full bill sounds anything like what's in these tweets, I'm telling you right now, is dead on arrival in the House. He wasn't wrong. Not that telling the truth has any bearing on Democrats' commitment to lying through their teeth. I agree. Case in point, back in January, the president personally claimed in a statement that the bill would shut down the border. A quote, what's been negotiated would, if passed into law, be the toughest and fairest set of reforms to secure the border we've ever had in our country, the president began. Right off the bat, he was lying. The policies contained in the bill weren't close to as tough as the policies Trump had used to keep the border tightly secure, including Remain in Mexico and Title 42, which, Biden got rid of, right? Quote, it would give me, as president, a new emergency authority to shut down the border when it becomes overwhelmed. And if given that authority, I would use it the day I signed the bill into law, the president continued. Again, he was lying. He already possessed the power to fix the border crisis by implementing Remain in Mexico and Title 42, among other strong policies. Just enforce the stuff that we already have on the books, which is what he's not doing. Elon Musk, he posted on X, no law needs to be passed. All that is needed is an executive order to require proof before granting an asylum hearing. That is how it used to be. True, that's how it used to be. Quote, further, Congress needs to finally provide the funding I requested in October to secure the border. This includes an additional 1,300 Border Patrol agents, 375 immigration judges, 1,600 asylum officers, and over 100 cutting-edge inspection machines to help detect and stop fentanyl at our southwest border, the president concluded. And notice how the bill would have led to hiring more asylum officers than Border Patrol agents. So how's that protecting the border, right? That's no coincidence. As noted by critics, the bill was essentially designed to streamline the corrupt asylum process versus stopping the flow of illegal aliens across the border. Responding to the president's statement, critics pounced in droves at the time, lecturing him about the reality of the situation, a reality that he refused to acknowledge then and refuses to acknowledge now. You got J.D. Sharp, he posted, the bill you're pushing still allows 1.5 million immigrants to enter a year, work release and funds to wars thousands of miles away, while our military is weaker than it's been in decades. That's true. Not to be said, it's pretty easy. Stop cutting the wire and purposefully sabotaging Texas efforts. Start funding security. Stop sending money to Ukraine and instead build a wall. Doesn't take a genius, though you are far from a genius. Give me 3 steps said, Remain in Mexico is the only way. Your additional border agents and technology budget is a let more in. You have no respect for the citizens or your constitutional duty to protect our sovereignty. They were giving it to them. First word said, all lies. The number of border encounters has skyrocketed during your term. You caused this by canceling all of Trump's initiatives. That's what I was alluding to. The current crisis is all your fault. Your globalist handlers want the illegal immigration, and everyone knows it. You're a disgrace to our country. And in Freedom posted, I like that name, the damage is already done. Get this POS out of office. Look at that. Look at that here. Facts. This is the cost of U.S. taxpayer, $1.24 billion a day. Just handing them out. But y'all, let me know what y'all think about all this. Do you think that border bill actually does anything to protect our border? Y'all know my thoughts. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.